Good morning everyone. I'm going to report about surface features which is landforms. The overview of this lesson is it's explore the Earth's surface features including landforms created by geological processes. Types of landforms. Mountains. Definition. Mountains are towering landforms characterized by their significant elevation and steep slopes. They can be individual peaks or part of mountain ranges. Formation. Mountains are often formed through tectonic processes where tectonic plates converge, collide, or undergo uplift. Volcanic activity can also create mountains. Mountains are earth giant. They are super tall and have very steep, rocky sides. Mountains can either stand alone, like giant hills, or be part of mountain families called from mountain ranges. Then, the formation of mountains usually happen because of two things which are the big earth movements and volcanoes. Big earth movement is like making the land rise up and create mountains. Volcanoes, you know how volcanoes and erupt with a hot lava. When that lava cools down, it can build up and make mountains, just like making a big sand castle. With sand, so mountains are formed by the earth movements are by volcanoes making the land go up really high. Valleys. Definition. Valleys are low-lying areas between mountains or hills, often with a river or stream running through them. Formation. Valleys can be formed by various processes, including erosion by glaciers or rivers or by tectonic force causing the land to sink between mountain ranges. So, valleys are like low, flat areas between mountains or hills. They often have a river or stream flowing through them, like a long winding river between two big hills. During the formation of valleys, they are created in different ways. Sometimes, big sheets of ice called glaciers or flowing rivers wear away the land, making a valley. Other times, it's like the earth's crust sinks down between groups of mountains, creating a valley. So, valleys can be made by things like a river or by the land itself moving down. Plains. Definition. Plains are flat or gently rolling landforms with relatively low elevation. They can be found at different altitudes from coastal plains to interior plains. Formation. Plains are typically formed by sediment deposition over long periods, often by rivers or glacial processes. They can also result from the feeling of innocent ocean basins. So, plains are like really flat or slightly bumpy lands that aren't very high off the ground. You can find them in various places, from the flatlands near the sea to the wine. Flatlands further island, so plains are kind of like the Earth's smooth and low areas. The formation of plains usually happen when tiny pieces of dirt and rocks, called sediment, fills up over a long time. Rivers and glaciers can leave this sediment behind, creating plains. It is a bit like when you make a sandcastle with lots of sand over time. Plains also form when a really old ocean basins get filled up, making flat lands. So plains are made by things like rivers, glaciers, and the filling up of a big holes in the ground. Plateaus. Definition. Plateaus are elevated flat-topped landforms that are higher than the surrounding terrain. They can cover large areas. Formation. Plateaus can be formed through various processes including tectonic uplifts, volcanic activity, or erosion. Over time, the surrounding land erodes, leaving a raised plateau behind. Plateaus are like high, flat lands that sit above the areas around them. They can be very big and cover large spaces. Think of them as the earth-wide elevated tabletops. Its formation is plateaus can be created in a few different ways. Sometimes the Earth's surface pushes up, making the lands higher, and that's how plateaus can form. And other times, volcanoes can erupt and build up flat lands on top. Plateaus can also happen when the areas around them slowly wear away over time, leaving behind unraised flat plateau. So plateaus are like a big flat tables made by the earth movements or the world volcanoes and erosion. To further expand our knowledge, let us discuss also formation of landforms. Plate tectonics. The movement and interaction of earth and tectonic plates play a significant role in landform formation. Mountains, valleys, and plateaus can be created as plates collide, move apart, or slide past each other. Tectonic processes are interaction between tectonic plates that impact the structure of the Earth's crust. Volcanic activity. Volcanoes. Volcanic eruption can create mountains, volcanic islands, and plateaus can accumulation of lava and volcanic ash over time forms these landforms. Volcanic activity ranges from emission of genus non-explosive lava emission to extremely violent explosive bursts that may last many hours. Erosion. River erosion. River erode the landscape over millions of years, forming valleys and plains. The Grand Canyon, for example, was carved by the Colorado River over eons. River erosion is a process through which the river bend, back, and rock are worn away. Glacier erosion. Glaciers moving slowly but powerful curve out valleys and curves by 3.2 scraping and eroding the land. Glacial erosions include processes that occur directly in association with the movement of glacial ice over its bed. Wind erosion. Wind can erode softer rock layer over time, creating unique features like desert mesas. Wind erosion is a natural process that moves soil from one location to another by wind power. Alluvial plains. River carries sediments downstream, depositing them in floodplains and deltas over time. These sedimentary deposits create fertile plains. An alluvial plain is a largely flat landform created by the deposition of sediment over the long period of time by the one or more rivers coming from highland regions, from which alluvial soil forms. Folding and faulting. Folded mountains. The compression of earth crust can fold rock layers, creating fold mountains like Appalachian Mountains. Fold mountains are created where two or more earth tectonic plates are forced together. At these colliding, compressing boundaries, rocks and debris are warped and folded into rocky outcrops, hills, mountains, and entire mountain ranges. Fault block mountains. Faulting can uplift blocks or crust, forming fault block mountains like Sierra Nevada in California. Fault blocks are very large blocks of rock, sometimes hundreds of kilometers in extent, created by tectonic and localized stresses in earth crust. Large areas and bedrock are broken up into rocks by faults. Withering and coastal processes. Coastal processes. Coastal landforms. Coastal processes like erosion, deposition, and wave action shape landforms such as beaches, cliffs, and coastal plains. Coastal processes are ways in which sediment move around the coastal system. This can be through removing and or breaking down sediment. And moving it around or adding sediment.